Still mess up the bridge there. Every time. Every time. Was that? Yeah, Remo, it was an attempt. You ready? Out of on the reindeer, you know you're the mastermind. I can't sing. It's just 12-bar blues from what I can tell. It's not a hard song to play. Question is, manual, manly transmission, or automatic? Stick to the blues. Oh, Tessa, you should stick to English. Stick to that is the blues, you dope. Also, Tessa, if we're gonna be a jerk. But anyway, let's give about 5 more minutes for everybody to trickle in here, and then we'll get out into the shop. The truck is waiting and pissing transmission fluid all over the place. Article 5, it's an automatic for what it's worth. Yeah, so, I'll explain the schedule in a second. Let's just get back to jamming while everybody gets in here. We get back to jam, Okay, enough people are here, I think. Let's get to work, shall we? Let's get to work. All right, I gotta take the axe off. All right, there we go. There we go. Okay, that goes down there like that. That goes down there like that. Don't rip, don't fight, don't sleep at night, and shake a leg, shake a leg. Is it just me, or is the sound? Is there a sound of a campfire burning in the background? Well, I would hope not, because either that means that I might be on fire. And you know what? That wouldn't be very Christmas money of you to say that. It's not very cash money. All right. Yeah, it could be the chair. Might be high time to retire this one. This Marcus. I have another chair waiting in the wings. Okay, so I've decided, well, if you saw last night, I made a deal with chat. I know, I'm crazy. I get it. The deal was that I would cover a Rocket Lab launch this morning. That was supposed to be at 9. More on that in a second. He said moron. Nice. And we would basically go the entire day. So work Rocket Lab, then work on the truck for a couple hours, and then just do the regular stream after that. So Rocket Lab actually scrubbed. They scrubbed for 24 hours. So I had a decision. What I would normally do is probably scrub with them. Scrub the early stream today. Just do a regular stream and then go. And then tomorrow we'll do the long stream. Because tomorrow there's the Rocket Lab launch at 9, and then there's the SpaceX Astranus launch at 10:30 p.m. 13 hours later. Normally I would do a smaller stream today to do a longer stream tomorrow. But I decided it's the holidays, it's Christmas or Hanukkah or whatever you celebrate. Whatever we did that, whatever. I'm sure whatever you celebrate is great. I mean that. So I decided, let's just do 2 long streams. The weekend, I got the weekend to recover after that. Should be fine. It's not like it's a week before Christmas. It's fine. So you got a long stream today and then a long stream tomorrow. I don't know what we're gonna do tomorrow. I haven't figured that one out yet. But figure 2 back-to-back nice long streams before Christmas should be a good idea. I am also streaming on Monday, for what it's worth. So, it's the spirit of giving. So, let's do it. Oh yeah, we got Flame Trench as well. Yeah. A deal is a deal, even a dirty deal. Yeah, So, Steve Airy always finding out new things. Yeah, that was me playing badly. So, yeah. There's that. Also, I went to the store this morning and they had Hot Wheels on sale. I would like to remind everybody that I am 36 years old and I don't care. You can judge all you want, but when there's an 84 Mustang SVO for $1, I'm in. But wait, there's more. There's a 1988 Pro Street Thunderbird in 2-tone. No, there's more. Don't worry. We also have a 71 GTX, because 71 GTX in Hugger Orange, obviously. And then one of my personal favorites, an 87 Sierra Cosworth. 87 Sierra Cosworth. Classic. So, yeah, I'm not going to not. So this is why you bought roses. Tessa, Brimo is not going to make a big deal over a $4 purchase. Okay. But we got the Kazi, we got the GTX, Turbo Thunderbird, Turbo Mustang. I had to. Also, just for what it's worth, where was this when I was a kid? All right? When I was a kid, I had like Hot Wheels minivans and stuff. Where was my 71 GTX, okay? Or 87 Kazi, all right? Or 88 Mustang. What the hell? Where's my 84 SVO? These weren't a thing when I was younger. What the heck? There was pickup trucks and Jeeps and stuff. Like, there was no, like, only muscle cars are like a classic Mustang and stuff. Right? Inner child jealous? Abso-friggin-lutely. Abso-friggin-lutely. These cars are sick. And I don't care who knows. I don't give a frick. I don't care. That's awesome. Also, I have this. They weren't classics yet. Yeah, I know. You're not wrong. Old man yells at cloud. Yeah. We got some Ernbra. Tess, I figure you'd appreciate this. We're going to warm up with this. How does this taste? That tastes like bubble gum. What the hell? What the hell? You got a 68 Dart and a 68 GT500? Oh, nice, James. There you go. Some what? It's pronounced iron brew. No. Knowing Scotland, you probably pronounce that weird. It's probably Ernbra or something. Don't lie. Iron brew. You don't call it that. Don't lie. I was expecting orange soda. This tastes like bubblegum, for what it's worth. I remember when I was a kid having Matchbox cars. I wish I still had them. I have all of mine, Hammer Nails. I still have mine from the 90s. Yep. I keep all my toys, and I take extremely good care of the stuff that I have. Like my 14-year-old computer that's lasted 14 years because I take care of it. Is that tea? No, it's Ernbra. Try this with whiskey. Yeah, I can see that. Yeah, absolutely. I know what you meant, James. The Dart wasn't around in 58, dude. I knew you meant 68. It's all good, bro. Ask Scott. Ask Scott. You're going to pronounce that. You're not going to pronounce that iron brew. All right, you're gonna pronounce that one. There's a purple burglar alarm. That's what you're gonna say. The full-size original GI Joes. I was born in '67, so early mid '70s. Have all the OG stuff. Nice. Yeah, Steve, you have a 12-year-old computer for making music stuff, man. Yeah, dude, my streaming PC. I fixed all the problems yesterday. I mean, don't get me wrong, as it gets older, you're going to have more problems. But I'm not just going to be like, replace it at the first sign of trouble. We're going to fix it. It's been loyal, so we fix it. Okay? You don't like Ernbra? Drummer told me to get this. It's not bad, Tessa. Like, I wouldn't go seeking it out, but it's not bad. It's tasty. It tastes like bubble gum. It tastes like, yeah, it's like citrusy bubble gum. It's weird, man. That's a weird taste to come from a soft drink. I prefer Lucasade. Same color. Yeah, I don't know what that is. We don't have that here, mate. It's a weird taste. We'll save that for later. All right. Shall we go out to the shop, make sure all the equipment's working? The 59 is waiting. We have to fix the transmission. Oh, nearly. You have no idea how much that bothers me, dude. You have no idea how much that bothered me as a kid. Why aren't these the same scale as the damn trains? So, what I did when I was a kid, because it's me, I compromised. I used the pocket, like the Hot Wheels, right? I used these with the HO. Even though it's not exactly the right scale, it's close enough. What, no lift? Article chat's good to me, but they're not that good. Not yet, at least. What scale are Matchbox cars? 164th. Or, yeah, 164th. HO is 187th. So, yeah, it's really annoying. I was obsessed with scale. I still am. But when I was playing with my toy cars, I would have a set of toy cars that were a different scale. And I'd play with those toy cars, only those, right? That's how this worked. Do you watch Sleeper Dude? No. So, I didn't like it if stuff wasn't the right scale. Like, I wouldn't play with a 1/18th scale car with a 1/64th scale car. That was lame. No, I don't do that.
Go at throttle up.
How easy is it to move the truck around on those stands? It's easy enough. Hey, Reaper, 52 months. You use 1/72nd aircraft. I just set them back a longer distance for visual effect. I suppose that works, Jared, but... No, yeah, dude, I mean, you guys... It's pretty obvious. Like, I'm obsessed with scale. Like, when we do Wings Wednesday in Kerbal, everything would be scaled uniformly. So, like, if I made a 747 in KSP, it would be the same scale if we made, like, a Cessna Citation next to it. They would, and if you put them next to each other, it would be right. Sleeper Dude is like Vice Grip. He builds sleeper cars. So funny. Cool. Okay, the Ernbre is finished. Let's go. Let's go out to the shop. All right. Stand by for loss of signal from the office. Momentary, as expected. Can you talk about drones? If you want to. Anyway, I'm going out to the shop. See you in a second. Okay. How's that? Can you hear me? Is that working? No, I forgot how to turn it on. I thought the batteries were dead. I forgot how to turn the roads on because I haven't used them in a while. It's a bit low. Okay, cool. I set it low on purpose because I don't want to blow your eardrums out. How's that? Better? Better? Well, here, let me put it on. This is where it would be when we're... Where's the leak, ma'am? It's in the transmission. The transmission pan's the transmission pan gasket is bad. It's bad because I screwed it up. Like, I'm not going to sit here and lie to you. I did some debauchery under there because I tried to do it quick, and I ended up breaking off 2 bolts in the pan. So we have to drill and tap two holes in the transmission pan, or not in the pan, but on the flange for the transmission pan. So we got to take that thing off. We got to drill and tap 2 new holes, and we got to put it back together and seal it up, which is, maybe a smidge louder, Raiden? All right. How's that? I boosted it just a little bit. Yeah. Dude, believe me, there's some debauchery under there, and I'm ashamed of it, and you guys are going to laugh at me, and it's deserved. Yeah, it's deserved. So, yeah, that's 2 to 3 times the volume. Really? You want me to turn it? Okay, all right, hold on. I can, we should be able to turn it up over here. That should be better. It's still kind of low. All right, hold on. I can set it. That's much better? All right, cool. Because it shows in OBS over here, it shows peaking, like bad. So if that's okay, that's okay. Cool. All right. Well, I see, like, okay, with the stream stuff, you want to be just on the higher side of loud. That way, if you're low, someone has to turn their volume all the way up, and then you get unbalanced sound, like what NASA does. Like, that's what NASA does all the time, right? So, like, if you're in a NASA press conference, right, and the person is talking, they don't boost that person's microphone enough, right, because the sound isn't balanced. And then when somebody calls in, it's not equalized, and it blows your eardrums out. Yeah. Your mic should, if you're streaming advice, your mic should just be on the side, like on the higher side of loud, so people can adjust their volumes. You don't adjust to them, they adjust to you. That's how this works. As long as it's not clipping, yeah, Steve. Yeah, there you go. Then they keep lowering the volume. Yeah, they lower the overall volume to compensate for blowing your mics out instead of equalizing it. Oh, dude, it's infuriating. It is infuriating. I'm not trying to say I could do a better job. I could do a better job. And I'm not even that good at this. But anyway. All right, let me get all the cameras up and running here. Let me just double check everything works. I still have the on-the-road streaming setup. The Excellent Adventure streaming setup is basically rigged into my streaming computers here. So let me turn everything on here. The Feiyu, turn the Feiyu on. Feiyu is working. Okay, the ADA is on. The ADA cam is working. Just got to set that. This one is having a little bit of trouble. Das is going to punch me in the face. This is his camera. Come on, baby, turn on. When do we find out the Cletus idea? Oh, huh. I had the Cleater shirt on, didn't I? Tomorrow? Why is that doing that? Hold on. All right, get out of there. That's probably why the Feu isn't making a connection. This probably has something to do with it. There's that whole plugging it in thing. And here I thought I was being all responsible by checking everything last night. Yeah, okay. How good did that go? Yeah, that didn't. It didn't go, is the answer to that question. All right, there's your USB power for the Feu. Now, where's the HDMI cable? All right, there we go. I'm a professional. I've been doing this for over a decade. I don't know if you guys knew that. Come on, baby. All calibration complete. Come on. Kelly, what's up, dude? What the heck, man? What the freak? We're not getting power. We're not getting a connection here, which is not great. Not great, Bob. Here, let me... I'm going to be troubleshooting this whole thing. Might have to end up streaming more tomorrow, streaming more auto tomorrow, which, oh boy, that's awful. Oh no, please wait, come back. There we go. All right, so, hey, all right. Oh, there we go. The plaid shirt to the rescue. Yep. Yep. There we go. Does the other camera work? Let's tee that up. Oh, yeah. All right. Nice. Cool. That's two. Now we need a third. The third is this one. If you got a permit for that gun, he does for this one. Well, he does for this one. Actually, I don't know if we were using this setup, this one in the other setup, but you know what? Let's just put that off to the side. The video camera. Put that over there. All right. Hang on one second. YouTube TV crashed. I usually have the YouTube TV going out here so it doesn't go into screensaver. It might play some sound here. And yep, okay, there we go. Cool. All right. 2 cameras for the price of 1. That's right. That's right. And then we can, oh yeah. All right, so what I'm about to show you is an example of not doing the job right. Yeah. I am the one that did this. This is totally my fault. What I'm about to show you is debauchery. It's disgusting, and I'm ashamed of it. But we will atone for that by fixing it. So, underneath this truck, there's a C4 automatic transmission. It's a 3-speed automatic transmission in this truck behind me. And here, let me frame the shot a little bit better. Actually, this is there, so I'll get over here. There's a 3-speed automatic in this truck. It's a good transmission. The C4 is good. It's for a 3-speed. I mean, the transmission is from the 70s, so, you know, if you're an old school viewer, yes, it's the one that I dropped. It's fine. It still works. You got 255 AC in that truck? What? No. How big is your shop space? About 1,000 square feet, Jim Laz? About 1,000 square feet. It's 30 by 40 by 20. So there is enough room for a lift in here, eventually. Eventually. I got to make more money to do that. And also, I think my wife wants a new kitchen, so. Got to balance these things, you know. So here's the thing. This transmission was not supposed to, it's not designed to be in this truck. This truck this truck is too old for the C4. The C4 came out in the 60s. This truck is from the 50s. This is a 59 F100 behind me. Now this truck, once again, the motor was swapped. It has a motor and transmission from a 79 F100. So we got a 302 and a C4 behind it. So the reason why the pan is a botch job is because it has a custom exhaust and it's in a chassis. The motor and transmission have obviously a custom exhaust. You can't just go buy an exhaust kit for a truck from the 50s with a motor from the 70s. That's not a thing. You can't do that. The guy can't go on Amazon and buy that, right? So it has custom exhaust and it's a motor and transmission that's not supposed to be in this truck. Well, it's not supposed to be. It's actually really good for this truck. The motor and transmission that did come in this truck originally from the factory was a 292 cubic inch Y block. And I think it had a 4-speed manual transmission in this thing. I do have the provisions for a manual. I have the clutch pedal. It's on the shelf over there in case we ever want to do that, which we probably will. A T5 in this thing would be really nice, actually. Or an M50D. They'll all bolt. That'll fit. But I digress. We want to get this thing running right now. So why is the transmission pan all screwed up? Well, the exhaust is going underneath the transmission pan. The two exhausts, because it has a V8 in it, the V8 has 2 banks. There's 2 exhausts that go down and they go basically right by underneath the transmission pan, as I'm about to show you. When I tried to do this before, I tried to replace the pan without taking the exhaust off. Taking the exhaust off takes time. Time is something I did not have. So instead of doing it the right way and taking my time, I tried to bust it out in an hour. And doing that made the job 1,000 times harder. I ended up breaking off a bolt in my transmission pan. And what I tried to do to compensate for that is permatex the gasket. So use a sealant around it and then the gasket as well. That was not a good idea. That was a really stupid idea that I probably shouldn't have done. And I know for a fact that when I went to put this pan in, because I had to slide it up over the exhaust, it probably gooped Permatex all over the transmission filter, which is bad. The filter if the filter is jammed in the transmission, all the fluid drains through that filter in case the transmission is having problems and it's starting to wear. All the fluid goes through the filter and the filter is supposed to catch metal fragments. If I went and tried to drive this around, all the fluid would get stuck at the filter because it's no doubt caked in Permatex, and it would jam. It would jam up, the transmission would overheat, and when the transmission overheats, bad stuff happens. Let's just leave it at that. So what we have to do, I have to get under there. We have to jack the truck up. I have to get under there. We have to take the exhaust off. I have to get at the pan, take the pan off, clean it, because we also have to drain the transmission fluid out of it. We got to clean it, and I have to drill and tap 2 new holes in the transmission. One is a bolt that I broke off the other day. I say the other day, that was last year. I did this in probably like September of last year. I mean, the truck was driving around okay, and then the transmission started to get a little squirrely. So before I really damaged something, I stopped. I stopped driving it. It's been in the garage pretty much all summer, which blows. But then again, the Camaro's been in here, so yeah, time gets away from you. It happens. But that, 1 hour fix solution ended up meaning that I don't have my truck to drive for like a year. It's really annoying, especially since I just fixed this truck last year to drive it around. Also, there's a coolant leak somewhere in this thing. We got to find that. Got to find that. That's, yeah, well, that's the bonus round if we get that far. So, we got to get into there. We got to jack the thing up. I'll probably take the front tires off just because it's a little bit easier. You get a little bit better access in there. And we have to get at that pan gasket. I have to drill and tap 2 new holes, which I got my drill here. And then I have helicoils to fix this. The helicoils are basically for a strip bolt on something that's not necessarily like a bolt that holds something. Like these helicoils will work just because the transmission pan the transmission pan is not necessarily structural. It just needs to make a good seal. So helicoils, drilling and tapping should work if we get that far. So once again, yep, that's the filter is the pickup for the transmission. Yeah, that's right. Yeah, and yeah, you're right. It's the pickup. And if it's jammed, we got a big problem. Yeah. A screw extractor couldn't help. James, one of those bolts has been broken off in there for like 10 years. And instead of just drilling and tapping it right the first time, I permatexed it and I broke off another bolt, and then I tried to permatex it. So, I mean, we could try some easy outs. I don't know if I have my extractors. I'd have to go find them. They're around. But whatever. It is what it be. Hey, Metroid, 86-month resub. Thank you. Have you tried an out on the easy out on the broken bolts? I have to find my easy out bits. I haven't done any work in the shop since June, since the Camaro. Honestly, yeah, it's been, I don't know how time gets away from you like that, but it's very easy when you have project cars to just let them sit. And I don't want this thing to be a project anymore. I want to drive it. Weird concept, I know. I might have them in the office. Give me 1 second. I don't know why I'd have them in the office, but let me take a peek in here. Back in the office over here. I think I brought them in here a little while back to try and easy out a bolt in the transmission, not the transmission, in the chair when the chair broke. Yeah. If it is here, it's, yeah. Who knows? I don't see them. At least they're not easily in sight, which means that they're in the abyss, which is, that's good. Let me see if I put them down over here. Yes! Oh my goodness, I actually found them. Oh my gosh. We have speed outs. And they're in here too. And one of them already has a... Is that a bleeder? Yep, that's a bleeder. It's a brake line bleeder. Huh. We could try to easy out. Easy outing them would be very, very nice. That would make this a lot easier than using the helicoil. Why is that still on there? Do you have an STI tap for those helicoils? Yeah, it comes in the kit. Okay. Good old garage. I remember that from 2015. Map gas to start with and then weld a nut to it. Aluminum? Oh, I mean, that is a way to do it, article for sure. And I do have my welder. I have a Lincoln 180i over there. It's a MIG welder. I made the exhaust for my 97 with it when I had no idea what I was doing. I mean, I still have no idea what I'm doing, but it's all right. It's fine. Yeah, so we do have the speed outs, and this is the speed out that I'm probably going to need, and it has a bleeder attached to it, so, you know, that's good. So what I need to do, I'm going to load up the high cam, and I just need to go over to my vise, which is over there, behind the truck where you guys can't see, which is good. I have to go over there and try to get this dang thing off. I did not anticipate using the vise today, so I didn't set up a camera over here. So give me 1 second. I'll get this done. Clamping the broken bleeder in there, and then let me just get a pair of pliers. Should be able to pull this thing out real quick. Channel locks will do. So once again, I'm just finishing a job that I started God knows when. I don't know what this bleeder is to be 100% honest with you, but yeah, there we go. Got it out. I've also, it's hard to tell from the cameras, but I've also been cleaning the shop. I've been coming out here in the mornings and cleaning this thing, cleaning the place up, because Ernock and I left a pretty big mess from all the Camaro stuff. So I've been trying to clean and organize it. You wouldn't tell by looking at those the workbenches over there, but. All right, here we go. Got it out. So these, in case people are wondering, these are easy outs. There is a special kind of bit on the front of this. It's kind of hard to see. It's like a reverse corkscrew. So when you tighten it, this bit, it's trying to pull. Hey, there's some bits, I thought, in there. Some bits? I thought I heard the bit noise. Maybe not. What was that noise? Even from when I saw it, it still looks mint. When you start working on a vehicle you haven't worked on in a while, you start to ask questions, you pass decisions. Well, Ordon, I know. It was on screen too. All right. I didn't see it in the notifier, but and I didn't see it in chat either, which is strange. But thanks for the bits, whoever did that. All right, so the speed outs are here. I have those, so we might not have to drill and tap, which would be very, very, very nice.
Discovery,
yeah,
so throttle up.
Whoa, my chat is super delayed. What the heck's going on over here? All right, hang on. Let me go over here. Control F5. I just got to refresh the chat. Good on chat? Yeah, I see it. I don't see what that, Theix, there we go. What's up, man? How you doing? Okay, so let me set up the lights and I will bring you guys down here. Actually, we should probably jack the truck up too. So I got to get it off these stands and I'm going to get the tires off so I can get under there easier. Oh, all right, let's go. Let me take this camera. I'm going to put this camera down a little ways so you guys can see. Like I said, I've been trying to clean the shop. This is cleaner than it was. Of course, I knocked over a bunch of stuff right when I go to move one thing. All of my books. Ugh. Okay, let's get to this. Mega jealous of this garage, super cool. We lucked out with this one, man. Yeah, I don't have heat out here. I only have heat in the office, but this is a fully insulated garage. And Bob, I bought it from a painter, from a guy that was a finished painter. Not like I'm painting on canvas, but a guy that like painted shutters and windows and doors and stuff. And you need a lot of light, right? So this thing is lit like a paint booth, right? For painting, you need a lot of light because you need to be able to see imperfections in the paint. So it's a freaking paint booth in here. This guy has put high-powered LEDs up there. See? Lit like a dang paint booth. So, yeah, it's really nice. It works really well for me because everything is nice and well lit to the point where the top of the ceiling is like blown out, which is fine. That's great. It makes it so you guys can see. Nothing like more horrible than working in a dark shop. If you watched my early automotive streams, yeah, dark shop, pain in the butt. Because I was working on this thing in my parents' garage. All right, so I have a piece of wood. This is a piece of 2x4. I always put this on the jack because if you have the metal jack on the metal car, you could scratch it and it'll rust. No, I don't like that. I like using the wood. So we're gonna get the front of this thing up in the air. I would pull the e-brake right now, but the back is on dollies, so it's fine. You should chock the back end if you're doing something like this, but we're okay. I'm just trying to get this thing up in the air so you guys can see it. I mean, like I said, the back ain't going nowhere. So when you do this, you should always chock the damn thing. Because once again, we gotta pull the exhaust out of this sucker. All right, that should be high enough. Okay, so let me get the jack stands. Yeah, I don't have a lift in here, not yet. Okay. All right, coming down. Okay. She's on stands. There we go. All right, so let me get my floor light so you guys and me can see what we're doing when we're under there. Need an extension cord. My extension cord's down in the house. Okay. Of course it is. Why wouldn't it be? Why wouldn't it be there? Of course it's there. Do I have another extension cord here that we could use? Probably not. All the electronics I got in here, I don't have a damn extension cord. Utmians. Beautiful truck. Thanks, Ace. Appreciate it, man. Nice truck. Thanks, Yellow Jacket. Thanks, guys. We got to get the damn thing working. I haven't been able to drive it in like 8 months. Ugh. I have jumper cables. You guys want to rig something up with some jumpers? You guys got any games on your phone? Why? Why? Why are you like this? I'm talking to myself. If you don't talk to yourself in your shop, I don't know what to tell you. Like, I do. Dude, I knew I have it. I know. Tell me I have less than one extension cord in here? Come on. I might have to go get it. Balls. Dude, I have enough electronics in here to make 6 streaming setups. But apparently none to power it. There's an extension cord. That's Ernox though. Oh dear. This is kind of embarrassing, but hey, whatever. This whole stream's embarrassing, so it's fine. All right. Well, I have remote lights. We can just use those. That's fine. It'll work. I put them down right here. That should be enough light. Ugh. Okay. I'm going to need the extension cord if we need the drill, though, that's for sure. All right, let me move the vehicle dollies. So how hard is it to move with the vehicle dollies? I mean, it's harder to move the front with the dollies because this truck has a forward center of mass bias because it has a boat anchor of an engine up top, or in the front. New transmission pan gasket. So it's it works. You can move it around. You can do it by yourself. This stream is about overcoming embarrassment. Yeah, right. The post, those helicoils are going into blind holes, correct? Blind. Yeah. Cat tool post lift. It's in Texas. Yeah. Well, I mean, who cleaned the place for you? No one, James. Primo doesn't come up here too often, except with the dog to check on me. I'm the only one that comes up here. Yeah, I probably, we're gonna need the extension cord. All right, hang on. Let me switch this over to the high cam. And I'll be right back 1 second. I'm just gonna go down to the house real quick. I gotta get the cords. Be right back. Totally did not run down there. I swear. I totally didn't run all the way down there just to get back here reasonably, and I'm out of shape and out of breath because of it. That totally did not happen, I swear. That's what happened. Okay, all right. Let me just make sure this is in the right spot. All right, cool. Kyron, 78-month resub. Here's to another month. Thank you. And Nova had 20 bits in there. EJ's gone real quick. Rearrange all the tools. Dude, Raiden, I would not be surprised if that actually happened. Freaking gremlins, man. Gremlins everywhere. All right, so which one of these is longer? That one's longer. That'll be good for the drill. This one would be good for the lights because this is a little shorter of a cord.
Discovery, go at throttle up.
Who's out resubbing? Goalie, are you back? You've been back, dude. All right. Okay. And EJ said, let there be light. And there was light. And EJ saw the light, and it blinded him because he stared right into it. Don't stare into the light. That's the moral of that saying. Lovely. Sure that didn't leave a dent. Okay. Does it work? Yeah, baby. All right, well, I got to get the key for this and undo the chuck to put the easy out in. But that kind of comes later, but before I go on, oh, I put it right where it belongs. Look at me. Nice. These things suck to lose. It's a good design. It just sucks to lose them. All right. Now, to avoid future problems, I'm taking this drill and putting it back in my drill index. I'll be right back. Actually, you know what? We might need this. You know what? I'll put it back in the drill index and bring the drill index over to you. It's like summer car, dudes. It's exactly like summer car. You got to figure out the optimum way. Drill index. All right, put that over there. I'll put that on the couch. Are you a god? You found it in less than 5 minutes. Dude, hopefully that's indicative of some good fortune that we're about to have. Luckily, the cam does not follow you like summer car. Dude, Leo, I've been talking with Das about how to get like a head cam. So get like a camera right here and then have a remote stream. You could use a Mevo to do it. Or like glasses with the camera on it and then have like a transmitter. I'd prefer like something that doesn't have a wire because rolling around underneath a car when you have like a microphone wire, for instance, sucks. NDD, no drill December. Tie it to the cord, then you won't lose it. Yeah, I never liked doing that, Ewok, because if you tie the chuck to the dang cord, how do you twist it? Because if you take, well, no, yeah, a string tying it to, it's not a bad idea. I like that idea. Okay, I'm gonna save that one for later. All right, so where did I put the speed outs? You've got to be kidding me. No way that happened. Oh, there they are. Oh, God. Oh, my God. Dude, I'm a mess. I'm a freaking mess. Okay, the speed outs. You guys are witnesses. It's right there on the quarter panel. It's right there. See? Speed outs. Right there. Okay? You saw it, I saw it. If it moves, we know something's up. The exhaust first. Yeah, RC, I know. So I like staging all my tools. That's what I like doing. I've done some work off stream, but I figure that staging all your tools first, like everything that you need, probably a good idea. So we have the big boy, in case things get nasty. This is a Milwaukee, which is Algonquin for the good land. I think one of the most fascinating aspects of Milwaukee is that it's the only major American city to ever elect 3 socialist mayors. Yeah. French missionaries were trading with the local Native Americans as far back as the early 1600s. Does this guy know how to party or what? Huh? Okay. And then I made sure I put this thing on the batteries. We have this guy. Little ratchet. This is not like an impact ratchet or anything. This just makes it so you don't have to do brr, brr, brr all the time. Yeah, it makes that noise. Sure. Okay. Now, we're going to have to, the exhaust is all clamped, so we're going to, it's time to wake up. The exhaust is all clamped, so we're going to have to take off a lot of bolts. Yeah. Let me just get the right socket. I forget what clamps we used. I should weld this exhaust too on a side note, but exhaust is usually 5/8 or 9/16. So I'm going to do the wrong thing here and only grab 2 sockets and not grab the whole toolkit. I'm pretty sure it's one or the other. So actually because of the threads, we're probably going to need a deep socket. All right, so let's do this the right way. Grab the deep socket index. Okay. We got everything. Let's go. So I'm going to switch you guys over to the high cam just for a second, and I will stage this shot here. Also, we should probably take the tires off like I said I would. Yeah. All right, cool. Give me a second. I just want to make sure that you guys can see what the heck's going on here. That shot is badly lit. All right. So let me get my lights. They're shooting out the lights. Oh, that's awful. I'm looking at it and it's not great. It's not great. Let me move this out of the way before I slip and fall on that. I'm gonna get the PB blaster. There's the PB. We need the torch that I used to heat up the heat shield tile yesterday, or 2 days ago. Got those. All right. Let's get these tires off. That was pretty close, but yeah, I need a standard for these. I'm pretty sure they're 3/4. I'm pretty sure I'm wrong.
Discovery,
7/8
go at
doesn't
throttle.
sound right. Could be 11/16 or 13/16. Let's try those. Hey, Miff. Howdy, stranger. What's up, dude? 13/16 on a 5x5.5 lug pattern. Cool. Now, the smart thing to do would have been to loosen these lug nuts while the truck was still on the stand. Don't take them off because the tire could fall off and squish you, but just loosen them a little bit. That would have been the smart thing to do because watch what happens. You go to take this off, right? Now we got lucky. It spins the tire, but because the brakes haven't been used on this, because I haven't been driving it yet, it's fine. Once again, I'm not really doing much with the brakes or anything. I'm just taking this off so I can get in there a little bit easier. Now, oh, this is nice. I put anti-seize on these, so they came right off. That's pretty neat. I like putting the lug nuts back on the lugs so you don't lose them. You don't need to tighten them or anything. Just leave them there. That's so you don't lose them that way. Thank you, previous EJ. The other thing I'm going to do is get some work gloves on. My hands are already starting to get super dirty. I have some nice Milwaukee gloves to go with my Milwaukee Impact. Hand shoes. Hey, Cal. Good morning, buddy. Trey, Vast is launching 2 private astronaut missions just announced. Excellent. Excellent. All right. That's the desktop. You guys ready to see under there? I'm embarrassed. Make fun of me, please. Please. Oh, boy. Oh, that's so bad. If you see it and you know, then you know. That's not great. Oh. Yeah, no. That's bad. That's not great. This whole thing is not ideal. See how the exhaust is in the way from the pan? Yeah, I tried to slide the pan in this way and that didn't work. The other thing we got to take into account is the cross member. There's a bolt hole right there and right there that I Permatex the snot out of and it didn't work. So there's 2 broken off bolts right there and right there. I'm not sure how we're going to get at that one. I might be able to. But either way, we got to get the exhaust off. So let's go over here and go up there. And the first thing we got to do is take off the collector right there. Yeah, it's bad. I know. It's bad. I screwed up. I tried to do it quickly and it didn't work. I think I see rust. Yeah. No, I mean this truck's from 1959, dude. It's old. There's always gonna have some. All right, let me bring my index down here, and okay. So I'm probably gonna have to get these 2 and then get at the collectors from there, and let's just hope when we take it off it reseals. So these are 5/8, I think. Nope. Nope, 9/16. Also, could be metric, but frick metric. We don't do that here. Yep, 9/16. Okay. All right, ready? Got to set it to loosen first, dude. Also, that power steering pump is leaking as well, so, you know, that's good. Yep, never finding that. Oh. Okay. That mount needs to be persuaded a little bit. It's not coming off because it's crushed. But then again, it's supposed to do that, but we need to... What engine and trans do you have in it, Ace? It's a 302 and a C4. C4 3-speed automatic. There we go. Persuasion. It works. All right, let's see if we can get at the collectors. Oh, the collectors are 5/8. Lovely. No, they are not. Those are not 5/8. If 5/8 isn't doing it, does 9/16 do it? Wait a minute, that's the socket I just had on. That didn't fit a second ago, man. Oh, I can't win. It's all right. It's all right. It's fine. Guys, sorry, I'm just adjusting the mic so it doesn't bury itself in my throat. Okay. Okay. Yeah, it's on a bolt, so the top's spinning now. I gotta fix that. Okay. I need a wrench. I need a wrench. Right this way. Dreams of a 351 Cleveland? Of course. Well, no, actually, Bob, what I wanted to put in this is a 460. I would like to put a 460 in it. It's an excellent set of very bulletproof drivetrain. Yeah, Ace, it's not bad, dude. It's from a 79, so, I mean, it isn't anything like special. It's not fast. It's just a good 5.0, good reliable 5.0, dude. I have it originally came with a Motorcraft 2150 two-barrel and a cast iron intake manifold. I did take it off and I put an Edelbrock Performer. I put a Performer in there, Performer RPM, and is the name of the intake manifold, and it's got an Edelbrock 1405 manual choke 4-barrel 600 CFM carb. So she's nice, nice and healthy. Might run a little bit on the fuel-rich side with that 650, but you know what? It's fine. It's fine. Actually, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to move you guys up here. Yes. That should give you a pretty good shot. All right. Cool. Gotta get the wrench. Hey, NX. First, jack up your car. Yep, yeah. First, jack up your car. Welcome to another episode of EJ Car Mods. Now. All right. Let's do this one. How did I get that? Oh dear. How did we do that? There's another one on the inside here. It's the opposite side of what you guys can see. I don't want to know what I had to do to get that thing on. Actually, that's not too bad. Let me try to use the closed end of the wrench. Yeah, I'll get an extension. An extension would make this easier. Do you have to take the oil pan off? No. It's the transmission pan that's leaking. It's leaking because I made it leak. Because lazy. There we go. There's a long extension. Nice. Very nice. How much does a lift cost? $2 to $3 grand? It's doable. I have the power for it out here too. We have the provisions and the technology. All right. Get on there. Doesn't want to. I'm fine. Didn't hit me in the face this time. Neither did that. It's just a weird angle with the power steering pump. No. There we go. I got it. All right. Nice. Okay. That's one. Now what I got to do is just get it off the hanger. And the hanger is back there. Can you guys guys see the hanger back there? No, I'm gonna have to move the shot. Let me just make sure that shot's framed. Yeah, that's fine. Those front leaves look yeesh. What do you mean they look yeesh? They're brand new. They're fine. They're just a little dirty because that's what happens when you use a car. Okay, now, I'm not gonna lie. The smart thing to do here would be to put something underneath this, you know, for when it inevitably falls. But I'll just do the right thing and hold it. Got it. So once again, I'm just putting the nuts back on this because I will lose them. So let's just put these back on here so we know where they are. Okay. There is a lot of transmission fluid that's been leaked onto this exhaust. Oh dear. Wow. Yeah, that's dirty. Okay. Yeah, that looks like it's been leaking for a minute, which it has. It's nothing we didn't know. Here, look. See how it's brown? The muffler is freaking brown. It's because the muffler gets hot. And when you put transmission fluid on a hot surface, it burns very, very quickly. Transmission fluid is super flammable. Yeah, see it down there? Yeah, that's not great. That's really not good. Yeah, I'm happy we did this because that's bad. All right, remove this. You know what? We can just leave it here. It's fine. Like I said, I'm the only one that comes up here anyway. Cool. All right, now we got to do the other side. You got to do the exact same thing. Is it gonna corrode? Steel doesn't corrode, it rusts. It burns it off, Bree. That's just the stain. It's not gonna, no, it's fine. It's fine. I mean, it shouldn't happen, but it's fine. Tell me about the muffler. It's a Flow Monster. It's a cheaper version of a Flowmaster 40, dude. This thing has, so I have shorty headers on it, then an elbow straight back to the Flow Monster on an exhaust hanger, and then it dumps before the rear axle. Simple, easy exhaust.
Yeah, no, this is the other reason why. Transmission fluid will light on fire very easily. So all that crap that was on there is just a result of some transmission fluid leaking. We might want to check the transmission output shaft seal, because that, if it's all over the exhaust, right? If it's all over the exhaust on the mufflers, a pan gasket leak is not going to make that. It's not going to cake the muffler. It'll just cake the pipe next to it. But the muffler was distinctly coated, which means one of two things. One, the output shaft from the transmission, that seal is leaking on the slip yoke. Transmission fluid is going down the drive shaft, and then when you run it, the drive shaft spins and it sprays everything. Two, the pinion seal on the differential is leaking, and gear oil is doing the same thing. It's just caking the drive shaft with fluid. Now, two things. One, if it's the pinion seal, the fluid really wouldn't go up the drive shaft because that whole gravity thing. Two, I replaced the pinion seal already, and I know it doesn't leak. We did that on stream in 2023. Yeah, I replaced it on stream. I remember because the drive shaft, when I was taking it off to replace the pinion seal, hit me in the face, and I got a concussion on stream. I remember that part, but I don't remember the rest of that stream. Yeah. And I had to take the next day off because I felt like I got hit by a bus or a drive shaft, whatever. Hit me right off the noggin. So that's good. Like I said, make fun of me, please. It's the only way I get better. It's the only way I get you better at this. Because it was pretty funny, to be honest. It made a great noise, like cartoon, wing, you know. So I'm going to go ahead and guess that it's the transmission output shaft seal, which is the slip yoke seal. That's what I'm going to guess. It made a great noise, dude. I'm telling you, like I can't make that up. It was awesome. It wasn't on camera though. I had my hands on the drive shaft and you saw me drop it, but nobody saw it hit me in the face. Yeah, Sawyer, the other thing is that it could be just coming from the pan. The pan leak could be so bad, which we know it is, that it's just, there's, what's it called? Surface tension with transmission fluid, because that transmission fluid is designed to, it has surface tension like water. So it's designed to stick to things, basically. So if it leaks on the pan and gravity does its thing, it'll just go down the drive shaft. That's also it. I want to check just to be sure, but I got to get the other exhaust off, which means I got to start staging cameras. I need a wireless solution here. People have linked me wireless solutions. I just forget that they linked them to me because I'm a moron. Okay. So just bear with me here, staging some cameras so you guys can see. I need my lights. Okay. Whoop. Let's get the impact driver. To make this a little bit easier, I'm going to put an extension on the impact driver. like I said, probably should have. You should do this. You should loosen these like just a little bit like that before you jack the car up, because then there's a potential to start spinning the tire. But since I haven't drove this in a little while, the calipers are a little crusty, so wheel doesn't really spin. All right, now let's get you guys in there, and you guys will, you can't really see that way. Oh, sorry about that. I don't mean to get you sick. My bad. I'm sure that's a really nice shot of the frame, though. Oh, I gimbal locked it. That was not cool. Oh, we gotta get around those AT lines. Can you guys see all right? Yeah, you guys can see. Yeah, the camera didn't like that. I accidentally hit the gimbal and I overvolted it. Just asking, you ever think of putting a C6 in? I'll put a C6 in there when we get a big block for it, dude. All right, let me adjust the lighting so you guys can see. Okay, just give me a second. I'm putting the lug nuts back on the studs so I don't lose them. Okay. All right, let's get in there with the ratchet. Give me one sec. Let me take my flannel off. Repost. Dude, I have officially gotten a 4.0 GPA for the semester and overall 4.0 GPA in my grad program. One semester left till you'd graduate. Good job, man. Good job. Seriously, good work. That's awesome, Bren. 4.0, dude. That's really good. That's what that's what you want, man. Couldn't ask for better. Good freaking job. Guys, if I voice is getting a little raspy. If I just get the cough drop going, is it distracting? Mark, we're good? All right, cool. Cool beans. No? All right, yeah, because, yeah. The voice, dude, just wintertime. Not great for voice, especially, you know, I kind of need that. It's kind of important. You got a message. Might be important. Will you be on hosting duties for Flight 7 tomorrow? Hosting duties? You are fired. Oh, I'm sorry. Tessa, good for lots of things. See, good and bad. It's all right. I got my good old Vice Grip shirt on. This shirt is one of the rattiest, most beaten up shirts I have, and I'm pretty sure Vice Grip would want it that way. You just won the Gemini Croquet contest. Rare stays. I don't know if Flight 7 is tomorrow, dude. Is it? I don't know. I don't think it is. I've been here in January, and if it's January, I don't know. I know I got a wedgie. Not gonna lie to you, I got a wedgie. Don't judge me. I don't think that. I think they're doing a Raptor side chat. That's what I was trying to say. Sorry. Don't judge. Whatever. Not distracting at all. Just watch that it doesn't fall out when you talk. All right, cool. So tomorrow, dude, that wedge now it just itches. It's working in a shop. What do you want? What do you want? I don't care. Right? Judge all you want. Whatever. Tomorrow, once again, I'll tell everybody, we started the stream early today. We were supposed to start with a Rocket Lab launch, but Rocket Lab scrubbed the OWL mission. They scrubbed the 24-hour recycle because of weather. So we were going to start at 9, and I was going to basically go all the way to like 10, 11 o'clock tonight. I'm going to talk and work. So let's go to the front cam. That's pretty well lit. So I decided to do a long stream today anyway. And then I decided to do a long stream tomorrow. Tomorrow, Rocket Lab's going to launch in the morning. And then after that, SpaceX is going to launch the Astranus mission, which is internet satellite, tomorrow at 10:30. So I figure we'll do a long stream today, a long stream tomorrow. That's my way of saying thank you to everybody. Please move, please. Okay, she's turning. Oh, thank God. I started to feel a little bit of tension there. That would have been bad. So, long streams today, long streams tomorrow. Everybody's happy. Dude, that one was loose. What the heck? Oh, yeah, we gotta weld this, dude. I should weld this exhaust while we have it out. Come on. Where did I put the sledgehammer? It's going to be really hard to get those damn bolts out with this thing in the way. Come on. So if you're wondering what these things are, those two lines right there, that's the automatic transmission cooler lines. The transmission has a secondary radiator to keep it cool because the transmission fluid under load, like if you're towing something, gets really hot. I mean, it gets really hot in general. Most automatic transmissions have trans coolers, but yeah, if you're wondering what those lines are for. One of the coolant lines is for going forward to the transmission cooler radiator, and the other one's for going back. The reason why this thing is tied off with some rubber hose is because this gets hot, and you don't want to inadvertently boil your transmission fluid that's already been cooled going back to the transmission, right? So Geek actually did this. He put that on there to just give it a little bit of insulation and make sure it doesn't rub. With cars, you don't want something hitting something else because this motor is, what the heck? That should not be doing that. Ooh. You see how it's moving? Yeah, that shouldn't do that. I got to check the header bolts. Oh boy. Yeah, that's not great. Yeah, that's not great. Not gonna lie to you. See what I mean? It's debauchery under here because I did it fast. That's not cool. That's not great, Bob. Whatever, we'll fix it all now. Oh. Okay. So, I got a little bit of a problem. There's a damn starter motor in the way for the bolt that's back here. Come on. Wow, did I get lucky with that. I had the wrench. I put the wrench up there and was hoping that it would grab, and it grabbed. Which is good. That's good for me. Okay. Let's get at the last one. I think my hand's in the way. Hold on. Let me get the wrench on there and I'll move it. Nope, she's not on there. There we go. I got it. Sorry if my arm's in the way, dudes. It's tough to get at this one because there's an engine mount in the way. Let's see if I can get at it from this direction. Oh, she doesn't want to go. There we go. I got it. There it is. There it is. Nice. Nice. And it didn't hit me off the bean. That's great. All right. Okay, let's just real quick get at the exhaust hanger back here and get this thing off. Remind me to Loctite the heck out of all this because a lot of these bolts are loose after driving it around for a year. Not ideal. Once again, I don't like losing stuff, losing the hardware, so I put it back on. Takes a little bit of extra time, but I don't lose stuff, except in the shop. That's my one exception. We always lose stuff in the shop. That's fine. You know, there's reality TV that's like, oh, we're going to lose the shop. No, 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 no. I'm not going to lose the shop. I lose stuff in the shop. Differences, okay? Differences. All right, so
Discovery, go at
time
throttle
has
up.
come. Go at throttle up. We still good? Can you guys see okay? Yeah. Time has come to address this. Let me get the lights all set up. Oh, what was I thinking? Why did I think this would work? This was an extremely dumb idea. That's icky. That's icky and yucky. Oh, man, did I do that wrong? Okay, cool. Is that a Cruise-O-Matic? It's a C4, dude. Yeah, Jeff, there's loose header bolts. Once again, I threw this thing together really fast. It was a thrash to get this done because I wanted to drive this thing away from my wedding. I don't know if you guys can see the cans over there on the post. I wanted to drive away from my wedding with this, and I did. We got it done. Geek Nation, a viewer in chat, a good buddy of mine, helped me. But we didn't have a great deal of time to like overlook everything. I probably should have done that, but it's all right. She stayed together, so. Give me 1 second. Yeah, in the rain. Yeah, if you're wondering why a lot of the stuff, Flag and I saw you say, the leaf springs look crusty, dude. I drove this in a monsoon. It didn't leak, for what it's worth, so got that right. Definitely going to send Geek away again. He hates it when I put him on random airplanes. We have the Coronet to fix. Just on a side note, I've been seriously contemplating with the Coronet, which is a 4-door. I got a little bit of a problem. And, we could talk more about this later because I want to get that thing off and clean it at the very least today. How much time do we have? Okay, we got 12 minutes before the next segment of the stream is supposed to start. Hey, S. So What was I saying? Okay, the Coronet has rust. It has rust on the trunk extensions. And the trunk extension rust is inadvertently leaking and wrecking the rear quarter panels. It also has the rockers are shot. Outer rockers are shot. Inner rockers are okay. What does all that mean in plain English? Well, my Coronet, the 69 Coronet that I have, it's outside that door. The 69 Coronet that I have is a 4-door car. And I need replacement quarter panels for it. They only make replacement quarter panels for 2-door cars. I can buy the trunk pan, I can buy the floor pan, that'll all fit, no problem, right? You can buy all that. What you can't buy is 4-door quarter panels. They don't make those. They make 2-door quarter panels. Do you see the problem here? We could buy the 2-door quarter panels and we could cut them to fit. Sure, we could do that. That might work. Or we could make it a 2-door. Now, I can already hear you furiously typing. It's a unibody car. I know that. So making that thing a 2-door would basically require us disassembling the entire car. And I'm not just talking taking parts off. I'm talking about the car with a hood, some front fenders, a firewall, and that's about it. None of the stuff is interchangeable. So the microphone base station died. Yeah, it died. Yeah. Yeah, it's dead. It's dead, Jim. Like dead batteries? Yes. The batteries are so dead, it does not turn back on. So, you know, I got that going for me, which is nice. No, it's just out of batteries, Bree. I did not put that thing on the charger last night. I noticed because I grabbed the cable from the couch and put it on. So, yeah, it's that's on me. I didn't charge it. It's fine. Just give it a second to recharge. It's an internal battery, Tessa, because these Rode mics, they're Cove mics. What are they, Rhodes? Yeah, it's an internal battery. So what are you gonna make a 2-door? So what I was talking about, guys, is taking the Coronet, and you can only buy 2-door replacement parts for it. All the 4-door replacement parts. This is the short story of what I was saying. All the 4-door replacement parts on that car, they don't make. They don't make reproduction. All the parts of the car that have 4 doors are completely rotted. Like you need to replace them. I can't buy a replacement, and we ain't going to the junkyard to find a part for a 69 Coronet. That's not a thing anymore. That never was a thing in my time. Right? Maybe in 1982 you could do that, but not now. Can it be 3D printed? A door. Could you get 4-door panels from somewhere that isn't rusty like Arizona or California? Sure. We could go get a donor car, Tessa. But if I'm going to go through all that work to go get a donor car, I mean, it's going to cost $2 to $3 grand to drive out there with something that can haul it, right? We could make them. See last. I could just get some sheet metal and we could make the thing. Iron, I don't see your last. It's, if it's not a tag, I don't see it. Yeah, it's gone. Type it again. You might be surprised. Last time I was at the junkyard, I saw a 67 4-door. I mean, get someone to cut and ship those parts for you. I'm sure there's someone that can do that. Yeah. Donor cars are harder than just fabbing. It's all fixed steel, easy to cut and weld and fix it up. How goes the fix? I got the exhaust off, but my base station batteries went out on the mic. I'm recharging them now. I don't know enough about 3D printing. You would need a hell of a metal printer to do that. But anyway. I've been tallying up costs for this in my mind. Guys, what's wrong with the truck? The transmission pan is leaking, Jalopy. We got to fix it. But my microphone base station went out, which is nice. Time to get a CNC machine and an odd-shaped sheet metal former. Show chat the wedding photos. I'm busy. Here. Sure. If you guys want to see. Yeah. There we go. There's a picture of the truck. Need a quarter panel for the 69? Question. Whose stream is this? Yeah, I know. So yeah, it was monsooning rain, but we did it. Anyway, moving on. 6-shot looks retro. S-Master took it, Joe. For what it's worth. So how's your day really doing? It's fine, RC. You know, whatever. I forgot to put the thing on the charger, man. I'm not going to blame the equipment. All right? It's not the equipment's fault I didn't charge it. It's me for not being prepared. So what we could do, what I was thinking with the Coronet, it's an option, it's a nuclear option, but we could take it apart, like undo what the assembly line did in 1969 and redo what the assembly line did in 1969 with 2 doors. We could do that. Cost a little bit to do that, but
I priced it out, guys. It would cost about the same as going and finding a car and bringing it back. And buying, the other option would be to buy a two-door coupe, a two-door 69 Coronet that's straight. A two-door 69 Coronet that's in shell, that's in straight condition, goes for like 10 grand right now. 10 grand. So I could buy all new parts. I could probably buy all new parts and pay someone to weld a two-door together for that price. I don't give a frick if the car doesn't have the right VIN code or whatever. Mopar people like that, you know, like having the car with the right VIN, etc., etc. But I don't care about that. That doesn't bother me. Because I'm not paying 20 grand for a shell of a car. Or 10 grand. Right? Are you going to make it electric while you're at it? No. No. Quite the opposite, Jalopy. I want to put a big block in that. I want to put a 7.4 liter V8 in it, in the Coronet. But in order to do that, I got to get it in the shop. I got to get it in the shop so we can figure out what we need to do. And in order to do that, I got to get the truck running. So we need to get the transmission pan fixed. If you're driving around a two-door that's classified as a four-door, it's going to raise some questions. It's not. I mean, yeah, maybe with a police officer, but I'll just show them the welds. I'm like, I took this apart. I did this. It's called a mistake. We all make them. Yep. Yeah, you're not wrong. You're not wrong. I maintain having someone from chat source some four-door quarters that are in decent shape. See, Tessa, even if we do that, we could patch it, but the best thing to do would be to take the entire quarter. But then again, we could just patch it. I might be able to make the thing. I mean, some of the curves on the car are not that complicated, but some of them are pretty complicated. Do you expect Australian company to launch anytime soon? I don't know, Dons. One of them just moved their launch site entirely, so they're probably not launching anytime soon. The other one that's in on the Sunshine Coast, maybe. Speaking of shots, I caught a DC-8 leaving this morning at sunrise. Still editing. We'll share later. Nice, Joe. Right on. The four-door, on the other hand, though, is pretty cool. I like having the four-door. It would be cool to have a four-door because no one has four doors, because no one cares about four doors. That car is worth nothing. It's worth the Coronet's worth nothing. Like, I don't care cutting it up. It's not a big deal. No one cares. No one gives a frick about the four doors. But that's kind of the problem here. Four doors are cheaper. They're harder to fix because they don't make parts for them. Goalie is muted, FYI. Why? Why is he muted? He shouldn't be muted. I don't know. He says he's muted. This is the second time this has happened. The Twitch, for whatever reason, is muting people. It's shadow banning people in my stream, which is pissing me off. It's happened with 2 viewers now. You did see a Corvair a few days back. Nice, serious. There you go. Yeah, but we didn't really make much progress today. It's already noontime. But we can do more. We'll do more tomorrow. Tell Dingus to unmute you. I didn't mute him in the first place, so joke's on you, pal. What company remakes discontinued body parts from sheet metal? One company known for remaking discontinued body panels from sheet metal is CSM Products and Solutions. I highly doubt they make a four-door. But, yeah, let's get it down here into the shop, and we can have all the pans put into it. Get the Coronet to Florida. You guys want to do a 2-door conversion? We could do it. I mean, if we go to that dude's shop, Goalie, that was the fabricator. One project at a time when it comes to vehicles. That's a huge undertaking. Well, Jalopy, the whole impetus was for fixing the truck and getting the truck like 100% good to go. Like, just make it a normal functioning vehicle, which is very close to doing. You just got to fix the transmission pan. That's the only thing that's leaking. And there's a coolant leak somewhere. It's just old radiator hoses. But, yeah, because I need the Coronet in here. It will not survive one more winter outside, dude. It's got a baseball-sized hole in the rockers. Not great. Not good. If the inner rocker goes, cars, it's kind of where I draw the line. Because that'll throw the unibody out of spec. And that's, yeah. Yeah, the outer rockers are shot. Quarters are shot. Trunk pan is shot. Floors are shot. Yeah. The 69 Coronet 4-door rocker panel, which side? Well, you can buy the rocker panels. The rocker panels for the coupe and the 4-door are the same. So you can buy those. It's a rough starting point. Yeah, no doubt, Jalopy. Like, you go back 10 years, I would, in the car, the Coronet wasn't always in this condition. It was pretty good. And then I left it outside because I didn't have a good place to put it, right? That's just the way it is. 10 years ago, this car in this condition, I would say, no, thank you. But times have changed. Times have changed. I'm telling you, I've been pricing this stuff out, dude. I'm pricing it out. And what I've been figuring, if you go to AMD and you buy all the parts that you need to make a coupe, if you buy all the parts that you need to make a coupe, make that car into a 2-door, that's a ton of labor. I'm not going to say it's not. Oh, absolutely. You have to reverse the assembly line process, which that's not easy. That takes time. It would be a long project, which is why I need this thing 100% operational, because I need all the space in the shop to do this right. But it's actually cheaper. I mean, how much do you value your time? But in this case, if I stream it, you can make some money off of doing that. So, like I said, if 10 years ago, I would have looked at this car and said, no, absolutely not. But if I wanted to go find a 2-door shells, at least around where I am, maybe I need to look more. 2-door shells for 69 Coronets go for, dude, 10 grand, 5 to 10 grand for a shell that's in good condition with no rust. 10 grand if you want one in immaculate. This is the shell of the car, nothing else, just the unibody. These B-body Chryslers, because I didn't make a lot of them and they're insanely popular because of Fast and the Furious and stuff, that's the state of the game, right? Yeah, Graham, that's what I'm thinking. We're going to have to fix it anyway, you know? We might as well. Cutting it apart is easy. Piecing it back together is when it's time-consuming. Yeah, no doubt, dude. No doubt. Wasn't that the argument for the Camaro, but you really didn't stream it much? What do you mean I didn't stream it much? We put a full suspension kit in that stupid thing. Yeah, that too, Nader. So, I've been tallying the cost up. And you know what? You know what the crazy thing is, Jalopy? Even with labor, like if I was charging like a fabricator labor time, it's still almost less expensive. Crazy, right? Considering 4-door cars are not expensive. You can find a 4-door for like $1,500 to $3,000 in decent condition. Or, I mean, you find one that's shot, whatever. Doesn't matter, you're cutting it up anyway. Right? But I was thinking about, roof skin. You need to redo the entire roof. You got to cut the entire roof out. And that's the hard part. That's going to be really difficult because the roof is structural in this unibody design, right? You'd have to put it on a jig, etc., right? You need the roof skin. You'd need new C-pillars. You'd need new roof brackets and stuff. It needs a new trunk pan. It needs a new floor pan. It needs new outer wheelhouses. It needs new inner and outer rockers. It needs the trunk pan, trunk extensions, and quarters. The trunk deck lid is the same coupe to sedan, so I don't need to worry about that. The trunk on the Coronet's in good condition. So is the hood, for what it's worth. All those parts tallied up is probably like $5-6 grand. put in $4 to $5 grand of labor to do all that stuff, yeah, consider it. Yeah, it's actually starting to get to a point where it's pushing, which is weird because that would have never been the case 10 years ago, right? Keller project though, I'd make it a convertible. Yeah, then you have to put subframe connectors in. Are you building your own rocket right now? The car might be a cover-up. There's stuff behind the truck that you can't see. Geek and I can double team with the car. And it's just a Coronet, right? Don't forget all the metalworking machines. Yeah, of course. But I think that could potentially be cool content, reversing the assembly line process and like going Project Binky on it. But like I said, that's a little bit out of my wheelhouse. That's a little bit above my skill level as a mechanic, right? But it would still be freaking cool. That would be sick. That'd be a fun project. So yeah, we could just fix the 4-door, put a big block in it, and have some fun. Or we could go the nuclear option and 2-door swap the thing last. In that case, try to make the quarters yourself. Sheet steel's pretty cheap. Even if you screw up, you learn something about metal forming. Well, that was my whole test of the whole thing about, like, it's not worth it fixing a 4-door in the first place. But my whole thing with even cutting up the 4-door, even if we decide to put 2 doors on, right, is that no one cares about this car. I can use it to learn, and it's a cool car to learn on. Best case scenario, now I have a really cool car. Worst case scenario, I fail miserably and you guys laugh at me. And then I'm out a good chunk of change, but whatever, content. I say 4-door big block stroker. We could do that. We still have to, goalie, you'd have to do the rockers to... I'm not putting a big block. I'm not putting a stroke 440 in this thing with rusted rockers. That's a way to die. That's a good way to kill yourself. I have an idea. Does your lot have issues with high winds? If not, I'm thinking it'd be a good idea to set up some tents on slabs to cover your cars. Shy, don't worry about car protection. I got that under control. Cut a 2-door panel down to a 4-door and be thankful you didn't cut your car in half. That would be that would be the right thing to do. Coltech, yeah. Just buy the 2-door panels and cut the 2-door panels up. That would be the smart thing to do. Smart thing. Bad Chad? I know about Bad Chad cooking. Yeah. How's the OBS liking the New England winters? I don't drive the 87 or the 97 in the winter, Tigris. They're just sitting there. I mean, I start them and I drive them around my driveway and stuff. I got a big driveway. I got a long driveway, so they're working. Put a V8 in it. The Coronet already has a V8. It has a 5.2 liter V8 in it. 318. But the 318 is kind of gutless. It makes a great amount of torque, but only for a second. Get it on a trailer. Let's go. I got vacation time. I like Goalie's idea. Just give me a date. Goalie, if we were going to do that, how long do you think it would take? If we were going to do that? Checking Tucson junkyards for panels. We are checking. Coltech, the best thing to do here with the Coronet, and as crappy as this sounds, the best thing to do would be to find a 2-door shell that's pretty straight and just swap all the parts to it. That would be the good idea. We need a 2-door shell with a title, though. That's the hard part. Yeah, 318s don't die, Bill. You're not wrong. That one has 200,000 miles on it, and it still starts. I mean, it doesn't have much. The get up and go got up and went. You know what I mean? But Hooch, 13-month resub. Don't need a title if you do a VIN swap. Yeah, that's a good point. You could always just drill it out of one car and put it in another. What does it matter? That VIN tag technically is the car. That's the root part of the entire car, right? Point is, we got options. All right. So, okay. I'm going to shut the lights off shut all my lights off around the garage and shut the cameras because the base station is out of batteries. So I will put it on the charger, and we will keep going with the transmission pan saga tomorrow. Yeah, we'll do that tomorrow after the Electron launch. Drive, hell, I could get it down here in a day. I'm not talking about that, goalie. I'm talking about actually working on the car and fixing everything. How do we do that? How am I going to pay people to do that? How are we streaming this, right? Like, I'm not gonna ask people to work for free. I don't do that. Especially with something like that. Awesome rig. As a fellow Vice Grip fan, I'll be dipped. Yeah, can't see me. I love Derek. Derek's my absolute favorite YouTube channel by a long shot, other than NSF. Like, you know. I'll work for back rubs. I am not doing that. I am not doing that. Yep. Okay. I actually can't see me. I had the pleasure of meeting Derek. I met him at Les Mullets, dude. I was down there and I met Cleater too, which is pretty cool. It's good stuff, dude. They're good. They're a good bunch. Yeah, good dude. Derek is somebody I hold in very, very high regard. He's, yeah, taught me a ton about cars, dude. There's a reason why I wear his shirt on my stream. Let me put it that way. They didn't specify who the back rubs came from. Yeah. Quite the wheel, man. Thanks for not spoiling it, by the way. Yeah. No, I was there. I don't know what happened. I never talked about it. Let me talk to the shop. Now, goalie, what are we talking about here? All right, hold up a second. What are we talking about here? Are we talking about two-door swapping this thing? Or are we talking about just fixing the four-door? What are we talking about with the stroke and putting the stroker in? Because either one I'd be kind of cool with. They're both going to take a lot of work. If you are Vice Grip fans, you will love Sleeper Dude. Okay. What do you want? What's more practical? Mutter, I'm not going to lie to you. Neither one of these are practical. These are both crazy things to do. We're talking about putting the Coronet on a trailer, taking it to Florida, and doing either one of these things. That would be... What is better odds of actually getting finished? Dude, I got to show you the Coronet. I got to show you it. Hopefully tomorrow. The win scenario for tomorrow is getting the transmission pan all fixed up for the truck. Right? That's the winning scenario. And getting the Coronet in the shop so I can show you what I'm talking about. Question dodged. Get me detailed pictures. Well, if I can show you tomorrow. Remo, what's your question? You didn't tag me. I can't see it. And Iron Spark had a question too that I missed as well. Sorry, I'm just a lot of... A 3-door, 2-door driver's side with a 4-door passenger side. Originality. No. No, I'm saying Mutter's question was dodged. I really want to show you guys what I'm talking about to make sure that my judgment in this matter is good. So Mutter, let's finish the transmission pan, right? Finish the transmission pan and get the truck running. And get it out of the shop just temporarily so I can bring the Coronet in here and show you. I mean, yeah, you guys probably need to see this up close. Guys, I'm not going to lie to you. Just like the transmission pan, it's not in good condition. That Coronet's not... It's okay. From the firewall forward, there's no rust. There's no rust. Nothing. Unless there's something hiding in the firewall that I don't know about. Core support, front K-member, front frame rails are fine. Quarters are fine. Front quarters have no rust. None of the doors have any rust. The roof is fine. The trunk pan's good. The hood's good. Engine runs. Transmission works. The torque flight works. The rear end is fine. I mean, the engine's leaking a little bit, but whatever. Is the undercarriage good? No, not really. The torque boxes are okay for what it's worth. MXR Spade, I feel sorry for off topic, but how do you feel about the early morning launches returning, assuming they do ship catch, because it's where we can see it, providing no further requirement for late flying? It doesn't bother me, dude. I show up. Space waits for no man. Have you tried the phalanges? Yeah, no. Guys, yeah, I'll be honest with you. Like, so, Jalopy, I'm thinking, like, okay, so if we do the two-door, I still want to do the big block. But once again, I need some capital here. I want to pay people, and I want to compensate them for using their shop and time. You know, that's really important to me. And that's going to cost money. And if that costs, like in my mind, if that's going to cost money, why don't I just go find a shell? Because see, in my analogy where swapping to two doors, right, fixes the thing, it's still less than going and trying to find a shell. If I'm paying people for their time and we're going on a road trip, then the road trip and the two-door swap becomes more expensive than just finding a two-door shell. Goalie, you said you put all new metal on it, yeah. Yeah, I know. I've been weighing it out for some time. I figure I'd cut Chad in to get some ideas. But road trip is good memories. Cutting a car in half and then dropping horsepower into it scares me. Well, either way, you have to cut it up to fix it. Either way. Where the trunk pan's shot, dude. The trunk pan is totally shot. Both sides. So you got to put a full trunk pan in it. And you got to cut it up to get the trunk pan in there anyway. So, I mean, I haven't looked at the frame rails. I know that the back of a frame rail, back of one of the frame rails is shot. Where it connects to the bumper, it's toast. So, talking about that kind of repair in the first place. He found a 66 four-door in Michigan for $6,000. That's way too expensive. Oh, nice, Buck. There you go. So turn the lights off in the shop for now. Yep. Trunk pan replacement is a bummer. Yeah, I can't say, but you got to cut it up anyway. You got to cut it up. Like, there's no way around it, dude. You got to... And once again, honestly, if this was just me and I knew how to do it, I wouldn't even bother. It's not worth it. It's not worth your time. But I do want to learn how to do some metal work here. I want to learn how to do patch replacement. And dude, what better car, right? Because if we succeed and we get it done right, even if I just choose to fix the four-door, that's still a lot of good experience, right? And even if we do the two-door swap, now I know how to do patching. I want to figure it out. I think that would be cool. Because you get experience on it. No one's gonna care if you cut up a four-door and try to fix it. No one cares. No one cares about four-door Mopars. Nobody. Yeah, it's a perfect project to mess with patch replacement. Yeah, Jalopy, if I was cutting up if it was a 383 car with a 4-speed and it had the same problems, I wouldn't touch it. I would not touch it. No, I'd have somebody do it because, I'm not butchering a 383 4-speed car. Paper patching, state of the art. Yep. When do you think we will get a Neutron launch? Maybe a year from now, Yum Food. Maybe a year from now. So, yeah, I want to. It'd be cool. But like I said, to fix the stuff that we need to fix on the four-door, we would have to cut the car up to a point. You'd have to cut the thing up to a point where you would basically, be at the same point if I was going to two-door swap it. You got to cut it down to the same point, right? What better place than a guy with literally all the metal machines? Yeah, goalie, I got to talk to you about that because how much is this going to cost me? I don't want to waste that dude's time. Would he be cool having this thing in a shop for a couple of weeks, couple months? What are we talking about here? That would be like if we were going to do it and we're going to crank it out in 2 weeks, that would be 2 solid weeks of stream. Oh, God.
For car, stream rig,
50 pounds.
and because you're a good chap.
Oh, thanks, man. Jeez. Got to do some domestic stuff. Thanks for the content. No problem, RC. We will continue with part 2 of the trunk transmission pan, or the truck transmission pan saga tomorrow after the Electron launch. And so here's what we'll do. Here's the plan. Here's our tentative plan. So I'm going to take 5 here in a second, jog the VOD, and I'm probably going to go. I mean, I didn't get that dirty today, so we're all right. Here's what we're going to do. Tomorrow after Electron, we got to really get this thing all fixed up, right?
Oh, this is space. I'm in space.
RC! Oh, geez. Oh, my goodness. Okay. Thanks, man. Appreciate it. So tomorrow, we're going to fix the pan, get the truck running, get the truck out of the shop, bring the Coronet in, and I'll show you guys what I'm talking about. So, yeah, come back same time tomorrow if you want to see what condition that car is. Yell at me later. I will, goalie. So here's the thing, guys. If we want to do that, I got to go to the auto parts store, and I got to go get some transmission fluid. When the stream ends, because this stream's going for another 10 hours. When the stream ends at 10 o'clock tonight, it's going to be closed. So I'm probably going to take 30 minutes here real quick. I'll probably shut down everything, and I'm going to go get the transmission fluid that I need. And because when we open up the pan, all the transmission fluid is going to leak out, and I don't have replacement. So if I'm going to start early tomorrow morning, if I took a half hour now and went and got it, that'd be better. So that's what I'll probably do. So I'm going to set our start time here for 1. I'm going to shut the stream down. We'll start up in about 45 minutes. I'm just going to run to the parts store real quick, go get cleaned up, grab some lunch, and then we'll be back. When I come back, we're going to play Derail, and then Space News, and then Satisfactory for after hours. Okie dokie? I have some already, Sawyer. Yep. No drain in your pan, right? Yep. Nope. You got to crack it open. It's a transmission from the 70s article. We got to crack it. All right. I'm going to go put everything on chargers so this doesn't happen again. And I will see you guys in about 45 minutes, okay? Once again, Bob, thank you for the 50 pounds. I appreciate it, man. And RC, thank you for the 10 subs. So our win scenario for tomorrow, we're going to make goals. We'll make scheduling milestones. Our win scenario for tomorrow is by 24 hours from right now, having the Coronet in the shop. That is our win scenario. Okie dokie? I'll see you guys in 45. And then I'll show you guys what's up. Like, I mean, dude, she's actually pretty solid. But we'll talk more about that later, okay? All right. Stand by for loss of signal. I'll see you in about 45 minutes.